Close your eyes for a moment. Think back to when you were 10 years old. Summer vacation felt endless. Waiting for your birthday seemed impossible. One single year felt like forever. But now, January becomes December before you even realize it. Birthdays arrive faster, weeks disappear, entire years seem to vanish. So here's the question. Did time actually speed up? Or did something inside your brain change? What if I told you that the clock hasn't changed at all, but your mind has? Because the greatest illusion you'll ever experience isn't magic. It isn't a dream. It's time itself. And your brain has been secretly changing the way you experience it your entire life. Think back to your childhood. A single summer vacation felt like an entire lifetime. Every day brought something new. You built forts, climbed trees, made new friends, explored places you'd never seen before. Your brain was recording thousands of brand new experiences. Every smell, every sound, every adventure was worth remembering. Now compare that to last month. Can you remember what you did 3 Tuesdays ago? Probably not. Because most of us spend our adult lives repeating the same routines. Wake up, brush your teeth, go to work, come home, watch something, sleep, then do it all again tomorrow. Your brain doesn't need to save every ordinary moment. It begins compressing them together. Instead of remembering hundreds of separate days, you remember one general routine. And that's where the illusion begins. Time doesn't actually move faster. Your brain simply stores less of it. The fewer memories you create, the shorter life feels when you look back. But that's only half the story, because something even stranger is happening inside your brain every single day. Imagine watching the same movie every single day for a year. At first, every scene feels exciting. Every moment grabs your attention. But after the 100th time, your brain already knows what's coming. It stops paying attention. Life works the same way. Your brain isn't trying to remember everything. It's trying to save energy. So it constantly asks one question. Have I seen this before? If the answer is yes, it records very little. That's why driving the same road every day feels like it takes only minutes. Sometimes you arrive home and barely remember the journey. Scientists call this automatic processing. Your brain is running on autopilot, not because you're lazy, but because your brain has become incredibly efficient. The more familiar your life becomes, the fewer new memories it creates. And when you look back, those missing memories make entire weeks or even months feel like they disappeared. But here's the strange part. Have you ever noticed that vacations seem to last forever, yet somehow feel incredibly short while you're actually living them? That isn't a contradiction. It's another trick your brain plays on you. Think about your last vacation. While it was happening, the days flew by, but when you look back, it feels like a long adventure. Why? Because your brain was suddenly awake again. Every street was unfamiliar. Every restaurant was new. Every conversation, every smell, every sunset created fresh memories. Your brain recorded everything. The more memories it stores, the longer that period feels when you remember it later. Now compare that to a normal work week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they blend together. Not because time moved faster, but because your brain didn't find enough new experiences worth saving. In other words, your memory becomes your sense of time. The richer your memories, the longer life feels. The fewer memories you create, the faster the years seem to disappear. And this leads to one of the biggest misconceptions about getting older. People think age speeds up time. But age isn't the real reason. The real reason is familiarity. Imagine living exactly the same day over and over again. The same alarm, the same breakfast, the same road, the same conversations, the same evening. At first, you wouldn't notice anything, but after months, something strange would happen. Your life would begin to disappear. Not because you stopped living, but because your brain stopped recording. In a way, your memories are the ruler your brain uses to measure time. The more pages your brain writes, the longer that chapter of your life feels. The fewer pages it writes, the shorter that chapter becomes. That's why childhood feels enormous. Everything is new. Everything is exciting. Everything deserves a page in your memory. But as adults, we slowly replace discovery with routine. And without realizing it, we teach our brains to stop paying attention. That's why a single year at 10 years old can feel longer than 5 years in adulthood. Not because the clock changed, but because your memories did. And here's the incredible part. This means you can actually slow life down again. No, you can't stop the clock, but you can change the way your brain experiences it. Take a different road home. Learn a new language. Travel somewhere you've never been. Read books outside your comfort zone. Meet new people. Try something that scares you. Do anything that forces your brain to wake up and say, "I've never seen this before." Because every new experience creates another memory, and every memory stretches the story of your life. The greatest thief of time isn't age, it's repetition. Time doesn't fly because you're getting older. It flies because your brain becomes more familiar with the world around it. So the next time someone says, "Life goes by so fast," remember this. The clock isn't moving any faster than it did when you were 10 years old. Your brain is simply editing out the ordinary and keeping only the moments that truly mattered. Maybe that's why the happiest memories always feel the longest. Not because they lasted longer, but because you were fully present while they happened. So if you want life to feel richer, don't try to chase more time. Create more moments worth remembering. Because in the end, your life isn't measured by the number of years you lived. It's measured by the number of moments your brain decided were unforgettable.